Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Lucid Mirror. I just wanted to pull some cards for you today, and let me tell you something. The universe has big things for somebody out here. Let's get into this. So the first card I got is recognition. The world is taking notice of what you bring to the table, whether it comes in the form of awards, accolades, or praise. Let this be a reminder that you are capable of great things. Oh, yes. And then generational healing. You are breaking cycles passed down through generations, freeing yourself and your lineage from ancient wounds. This is sacred work. Your courage to heal will echo far beyond your lifetime. I think somebody's doing some major healing in their life, and they're heading to somewhere like pretty fantastic. And so in this pre-shuffle, I see that somebody, you know, I think in the past you were just wide open to, giving out yourself, your emotions, you were not grounded in who you are. You are just out here just giving yourself and not receiving anything in return. And I think that emptied you a lot, and I think the major thing here was that, you did fall in love with somebody, and that person, they didn't turn around and give you the same back. But I think it was because of all that, it's like almost like a hero's story. Like, all right, you came from this, and now that's what made you into this King of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Like, now you're sitting grounded in who you are, your finances, and everything around you is working for you. And that's because you're living in a new manner. You're living a 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups life, or that's where you're heading to. So let's see what's going on in this. And let's get some more information. So, your spirit, what does the collective need to know about? Your spirit, what does the collective need to know about? What does the collective need to know about? All right, so we have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, Seven of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Magician, Two of Swords in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, the Devil, and Knight of Wands. So, someone has been carrying a lot. I don't know if you're doing a lot of work, if you're just carrying a lot emotionally. Let's take a look at that. Let's clarify this 10 of Wands. So you're working hard, you're grinding, head down and grinding. And that's, I think, how you're going to get out of this situation that we saw in the beginning. You are offering, there's somebody here working really hard. And then there's somebody here offering a cup of love. What is this? Let's clarify this Page of Cups. All right, somebody's working hard, head down, grinding it out. And the challenge here is this Page of Cups. And I think this Page of Cups may have made you feel like you weren't a part of something. Like, maybe you were trying to be loving and there for somebody, but however they treated you, it kind of threw you out, and left you outside, out in the cold and all that stuff. And it probably took you by surprise because you don't understand why this person would do that to you. You came with all this love. Or could be somebody offering you that cup of love because they want to come out of the cold. Let's clarify that a little more. Let's see, who's working here, Spirit? Who's working hard? Dear Spirit, who's working hard here? We got the Page of Cups. Okay, so I don't know if it's you or somebody else. There is somebody who threw themselves into work because they weren't able to share some emotions here, but the challenge here is them showing this emotion. They want to come out of the cold. They want their ships to come in. They want this to work out. So maybe this is actually a love reading. Let me see. Clarify this Five of Wands in reverse. So somebody's focus is kind of chaotic and not moving forward. Why? I think somebody is, like I told, yes, I think, okay, let's talk about this. I think someone met you. Okay, now that I'm looking at all this and the pre-shuffle and this, like the origin of that hero's story, I think you're part of that. Like, I think you met somebody who they were just a mess. And then you came along and they recognized your soul and it's changing them. So this person is hard at work because they know, like, they're not all, their characteristics right now are nothing to do with, like, anything positive. They're trying to work out of that mindset where maybe they held back on love, they didn't share their emotions, they just, were probably using emotions for their gain, but I think they lost you in the way that they were trying to handle things, because now they see they can't approach you in that manner. They have to come to get out of the cold and to have this move forward. They have to work on their chaotic nature, like their toxic nature. They want to fight for this relationship, but I think that the want is to get themselves together because they went from a reverse King of Cups in the pre-shuffle to the King of Pentacles. But you had to go through some stuff. So, in the near past, they decided, or it must have clicked with them that they don't want to be sneaky anymore. They don't want to live life, like that. And they know they can't approach you being sneaky and hurtful. They have to come in a different way to have this happy life with you, this home and everything. I think this person is realizing, like, they can't be what they were to be with you. They have to completely change the way they operate in this life to be with you. Right now, they don't feel like it, I think they might have hurt you. I think they pushed too much and you walked away from this person because I see that they are feeling that, there isn't a possibility of you showing them the love that you did before. They are probably watching you being sneaky in that manner, and they not hoping that you don't catch them, but I don't see them trying to move healthy right now. I see that they need to do it, but their possibilities are still clouded by negativity. In the near future, they want to manifest this. They want to work it out. They know in order to manifest you back into your life or to their life, they can't have like somebody who is they can't come forward acting sneaky, acting like, the one-upper, the most important person in the room type. Maybe they were feeling a bit egotistical in the past, but now they're realizing they have to soften and they have to come in a different manner towards you, because the only way to manifest this is to be real with you. They actually have to, I think you're forcing this person to change a lot about themselves. Like you triggered something like a domino effect for this person, that they were not a good person. They were in a horrible mindset, and then they met you and all that festered. They thought that they could come and do things like they used to do with you, and I think losing you made them realize they can't, and that they actually have feelings for you. Excuse me. The Two of Swords in reverse, like it tells me that they're opening their eyes and willing to see their part in all this. Before they weren't willing to change, or maybe you tried talking to them and trying to make sense of everything and they just wouldn't give you anything back. Like I think they blocked themselves. They made it hard to even communicate feelings, and because we had a lot of cups in reverse and major, like the king was cups was reversed, the queen of cups is reversed, the page of cups is reversed, and the challenges of the page of cups. So I think a lot of this has to do with that this person doesn't work in a manner like perhaps you do, where you're very loving, you're very sweet, you show things, you have probably show your emotions on your sleeves, but this person hides it. This person tries to swallow it down, tries to act like this meant nothing to them, but let me tell you, this person never stopped thinking about you. And the Ten of Swords in reverse here in the environment, I don't think, they hit rock bottom. Only way is up, and up is that legacy with you. So I feel like this person truly understands who you are in their life, like what you bring, how you make them feel, how you just changed everything. You just changed the whole life here just by being present. Maybe you had to fight this person as far as like, tell them like, I'm not going to put up with you, not paying attention, not putting in the work, not, reciprocating, because in the pre-shuffle, they weren't reciprocating. They were being, they were using emotions and all that stuff to pull you in, but they weren't. I think this person thinks that they could have treated you like they treated everybody else. And then when you walked away, it just kicked in everything into motion. This person, you needed to walk away for this person to now get in their head and like search why you have such an effect on them. And I think that alone was more than you arguing with them, you going toe to toe with them. I think you're just taking yourself out of the picture did so much for this person, because now they're thinking legacy. They want to get out of that rock bottom. They want to go up to a legacy with you, which I think this person, recognizes this relationship with you as more, way more. And I think you heal a lot in this person. Like, I think together you and this person can heal so much. And not just yourselves, the generational healing. And so then we got the devil. And I think this person is scared that, if they work things out with you, or like if anything happens with you, that he or she would ruin it by their addictions and things like that. I think they're focused on breaking those chains, but I think that's ultimately going to always be a fear in them that maybe they'll mess up. But they also see you as, the sun. Their hopes and fears, you got the devil and then you got the sun. Like, you got one extreme to another. And so this person is just focusing on like how wonderful you are, and then how they can possibly ruin this, and they don't want to. So coming in and the outcome is this Knight of Wands. Well, we got to watch that Knight of Wands, because he comes in fast. He comes in passionately. Okay, but did you work out all your problems before you come running in here? So let's clarify this Knight of Wands. They are breaking free. They are breaking the chains of things. But are they ready? And I think they need time to actually work on these things. I think when this person comes around, if they decide to, you don't want them in the Knight of Wands, honestly. Because the Knight of Wands comes in fast, but he burns out quick. And, for this I don't think this is something that you deal with quickly. I think this is like a slow grind. You have to slowly work, do the hard work, and maybe you're already there and this person isn't. But this person has to take the time to face themselves, to learn, to grow, to answer like what these addictions are. What are these chains that bind them? Have they dealt with them? Or are they just running real quick, recognizing you, and then wanting to be in your life and not doing any of the work that they were supposed to do? Because you don't want this. You got the Two of Cups in reverse. You don't want the Knight. You want you want the King of Pentacles. You don't want this Knight of Wands. And I think you have to hold your boundaries just a bit longer with this person. Don't let them in, quickly. Don't let them in just by words of, no, there has to be a consistent action here. And then this Knight of Wands isn't going to show that. This Knight of Wands is going to burn out real quick, showing all that. This person has so much held in, and then when they poof come see you, it's just like, huh. And once they okay, then it's like they get their fix, because they're in an addictive mindset. You do not want them to treat you like another addiction. You want them to treat you like you are the legacy. So this person does have to do work. And I think that's where you hold up your boundaries, hold strong. And I know that can be difficult when you have so much feelings and emotions for somebody, but I'm telling you, for this legacy to happen, you can't play with this Knight of Wands. If they come around, you let them know. You read their energy. You let them know, like, this isn't a game. Do not give in the minute they come knocking on your door and, like a relief of, they're back. No. You have put in so much work here, and I don't think you even realize it. The distance that you put between you and this person has done so much for this relationship. Don't mess up the work you've done by allowing this person in because you see them immediately. Of course, you're always going to be drawn to this person, but allow this person the time to do the work on themselves. I mean, as somebody who worked in a reverse Page of Cups, they're starting from scratch on touching what their feelings look like, how they can manage their feelings, managing their feelings alone. This person could have worked purely off of, just, I'm sorry to say, fuckboy energy. Because that's what the Knight of Wands is. So I'm just saying that this is somebody who's now seeing that way of life wasn't working for them. And you woke them up because we had the Six of Cups twice. So I think you are the major player in all this. I think you're the one who needs to hold the line and make sure that this person has stayed away long enough to face these devil tendencies. They have to illuminate this and burn away all those chains that bind them to a life that is going to end up hurting you if they end up with you. They fear this because they haven't worked it out. So I would give this person time to do that. And this is where you would have to practice your discernment, where if this person does come in, I mean, this could be just energetically right now that they want to come in. But that's good. This is all a process for them to think and work within themselves, and you keeping your silence, staying away, not fixing things for them, not carrying the load for them, not doing all this for them, and feeding into that devil energy. You think you're feeding them love. You're not. You're feeding into this devil energy. This person has the ability to manifest, but this person that can't use you as a crutch. You have to step fully out of this picture to allow this person the time and distance they need to walk away from things. Whether that be toxic relationships, toxic ways of thinking, toxic ways of dealing with things, sex addictions, drugs, alcohol, any of that. Maybe they were living the fast life and now you showed them something different. But do not take them as a Knight of Wands. This person will hurt you in the Knight of Wands. Yes, he's upright. Yes, he's coming in. Yes, he's passionate, but passion is not going to last. Passion burns out. What lasts is love and you both working towards the same goal. So let's get some love vibes here and see what this has to say. So Spirit, give us 2 love vibe cards. Feeling trapped. Feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. There is no key in sight. It might be time to break free. And I think that's for them. I feel that they are feeling trapped in this environment they created for themselves. You, on the other hand, are you're the sun. You are in your own life, living it, and I think everything is going very well for you. Cosmic connection. This connection transcends time, space, logic. You've met in other lifetimes, in other dimensions. So this could be a soulmate. This could be a twin flame. This could be, the recognition, the generational healing. That's a twin flame dynamic. And let me tell you, I'm always hitting on twin flames. And so, if this is a twin flame dynamic, then yes, you're the catalyst. And your walking away has made this into something that now they have to carry. Whereas before, you were probably carrying a lot, doing too much, doing the most. Now this person, you dropped that huge pile of stick on their lap, said, deuces, you deal with this. And that was exactly what you were supposed to do. Now they're feeling trapped in the world they created, because now they recognize you. That's why they want to come in fast. They know you're their person. This is my person. I want to be with my person. But no, cool. We want to be with our person. We love our person. But you can't be with your person bringing this all in. Because remember, he's the F-boy. He was probably doing the most before you met him. And when he met you, or she met you, they were probably like, very charismatic, very magnetic, very just drawing you in, and you were eating it. And you also probably recognized them to the point where you allowed all of it to consume you. But it became something that hurt you a lot, because it wasn't reciprocal, because that was in the beginning. The King of Cups in reverse, the Six of Pentacles was reversed too. So it could have been like you just doing everything and this person just absorbing everything you're doing for them, but not doing anything for you. But now they want to change that. They know they're not in alignment with you, but coming in like this is an alignment. You have to do the work. They have to do the work. So I would definitely step back, let this person do the work. Don't entertain. Don't, go texting them, nothing. You've put so much work in on no contact. The no contact is your power. Don't break it because you start feeling feelings and a pull back to them. You have to hold the line. Don't go back. You can feel what you got to feel, but keep going in your life. They have to do this work. Imagine if you just kept quiet long enough that the whole world is working in your favor to bring you your legacy. And all you have to do is be quiet. And I know, as easy as that sounds, it is very hard, especially when you have a pull like this from a person like this. So let's see where they're at in all this. Let's use... I need a bigger table. Some shelves for all my cards. Okay, so let's do some unspoken truth. We'll get 2 of these and then we'll close out. So, like I said, you're doing great. Don't talk to this person just yet. They have to come. And like I said, this could be energetically, and they may not come towards you. This could just still be the work, but the energy we're gathering right now, because they are doing the work. They want to come forward, but are they going to? Probably not, because the divine won't let them. I keep stepping towards you only to pull away again. And then I swear we have 2 energies so far. We have the twin flames here, and then we have the other one where it's you building this career. Somebody's building a career or whatever, but we're on these 2 timelines right now with these 2, because we've gotten these cards before. I keep stepping towards you only to pull away again. The truth isn't black and white. This is definitely a twin flame continued. So twin flames, they will drive you crazy. This is not like, oh, what a beautiful love. I mean, they bring beautiful love because of the energy and all that, but it is drive you crazy type of energy too. So my best advice for you is to just just keep yourself busy, do what you need to do, build your life, build your legacy, build what you need to be doing in the end of the day, because that's you focusing on yourself is also helping your twin focus on themselves. You're mirroring each other. So, staying and focusing how much you love and care for them will keep them in that negative vibe. You're supposed to move forward, and because you're mirroring each other, you moving forward and focusing on yourself is what's helping your twin do the same. So, stay focused and let them do some work, and you do some work. Eventually, the work you put into yourself will pay off, not only in your life, but with your twin. So here we are again with the twin. um, but yeah, you definitely don't want this Knight of Wands. So I hope this helped um, someone out there, a twin flame out there. Hang in there. I know it's rough, but good things are happening. You know, you have moved further in this timeline than you started, okay? And that's something. That should be something, and that should be celebrated. So, you know, little by little, um, that's how these twin flames dynamic work. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll see you next time.